What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a great day so far. It's your boy BG. I'm coming at you guys with a brand new video. And today what I wanted to talk about was a highly requested topic that I had on Instagram the other day. I told my followers, go ahead, send me DMs, respond to the question. Tell me what you would like me to post. Okay? And I had a few people tell me, what do you think one of the most important components is when it comes to being a successful trader? Well, in this video, hopefully you guys can get some insight. I'm going to be talking about what you can actually do to separate yourself from the 90% of Forex traders who lose 90% of their money in the first 90 days. I'm sure you heard the statistic. It's a scary statistic to think of, but with the help of this video and the right steps in the right direction, you'll be able to separate yourself from this high number of traders who usually fail. And you come to realize that most traders that fail, it isn't because they lack the skill set or they lack the knowledge. It's usually because they're just taking the wrong approach. So like I said, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Let's go ahead and get into the tips, and let's go ahead and cue the intro. Alright guys, welcome back. We're right here on the computer right now. The first thing I want to get into, and the first thing I really want to cover, is risk to reward ratios. And I want to talk about how crucial this actually is, because a lot of times when you're looking at the surface of trading, you're automatically thinking of, okay, what type of returns am I getting, what type of profits am I making? But one thing you definitely have to take into consideration when it comes to being profitable is your risk to reward ratio. So basically what a risk to reward is how much money are you risking for your potential gain. So if you're risking $1, let's just say you're risking $1 on a trade, you always want to have the intent to make more than $1 back. Okay, that is your risk to your reward. So let's say you risk $1 to make $3, then your risk to reward is going to be 1 to 3. Okay, so let's just say you're risking $100 to make $300. That is also going to be the 1 to 3. Okay, now if you're risking like $1 to make $2, then that's basically a 1 to 2. So it's just ratios. Okay, so if you're risking like $1 to make $5, then that would be a 1 to 5. You're risking $1 to make $10, that'd be a 1 to 10. Okay, so that's basically all risk to reward ratios are. Now I want to talk about how powerful and how important it actually is to have a good risk to reward ratio. Alright guys, let me go ahead and show y'all. When you're growing an account, when it comes to trading and you're looking to trade for the long term, no matter what type of trader you are, risk to reward is going to be a factor for your long-term growth and your long-term success. Now I want to show you guys. Let's just draw this graph here. And let's say you start your trading account right here. Let's say you win a trade. Okay, and let's just say we're using 1 to 3. Let's say we're using 1 to 3 risk to reward ratios. This is going to be a 3. Now let's say you lose a trade. That's going to be a 1. That's going to be a loss of 1. Okay, boom. Here's a gain of 3. So you're basically going to be losing 3 times less the amount of your winners. So your winners are going to be larger, which means you can lose more trades than you win, and you can still be profitable because you have risk to reward in your favor. So when it comes to risk to reward, it's so crucial and it's so key to learn how to incorporate this into your trading. Okay, trading isn't all necessarily about how many trades you win or how many trades you lose or how many pips you catch, but a lot of it goes into percents. A lot of it goes into what type of returns you're getting, what type of gains you're getting. Okay, so let's just say you win a trade. Let's say you lose 2 trades in a row, but you bounce back. The 1 to 3 put you back in profits. So you can lose 2 trades and win 1 and literally bounce back into profits. So let's just say you do it over the long term. Let's just say you go on a little losing streak, but then you bounce back. Say you lose 3 trades in a row. All you need to do is bounce back with 1 to 3, and you'll be back in the game. And then say you win 3 trades in a row, which it does happen, you'll be spiked up on your account. And you're looking for that long-term growth. Okay, guys, you're looking for that long-term growth, and what happens is when most new traders are coming into the markets, when most new traders are really getting into the groove of things, they tend to risk so much that their account can't handle a 3 or 4 trade losing streak. I want you guys to think about, if you're putting your whole account on the line per trade, then it will be pretty difficult to actually maintain that growth, because you'll be so emotionally intact with small losses. I mean, for you, they'll typically be big if you're risking a lot, but typically what will be a small loss for someone risking 2% with 1 to 3 risk to reward ratios, it will be huge for someone who's trying to flip an account. So when you're trying to flip an account, this is what the growth. Look, let me just go ahead and write this out. Let's just say this is a long-term account, and you're focusing on steady percents and steady gains. Long-term account. Okay, now this is what flipping an account's looking like. So say you have a major win. Okay, say you have a major win and you're risking crazy amounts. So let's just say you're risking 50% of trade. Let's say you win 2 wins in a row. Boom. Okay, now you're down in a drawdown half of your account. So let's just say you win 1 trade, and then you have another crazy trade loss, and then you go like that, and you win a few, and you back in the profits, then you lose that. So it's so easy when you see how these gaps are so much larger. That means you're risking so much more, and it's so much easier to get back to this initial starting point, which is blowing an account. This is why 90% of our traders tend to lose, because we come into the markets and we expect this super fast money, when in reality 90% of new traders are going to be taking this approach of trading. I mean, maybe 90+% of traders. I think anywhere from 3 to 5% are going to sustainably stick to this style of trading, when in reality this is going to be a successful trading. I mean, it may not seem as appealing to new traders to not be flipping their accounts and stuff like that, but when you think about it, when you're focusing on that long-term growth, when you're focusing on the long-term success, that is how you stay in the game of Forex. That is how you compound an account. That is how I got my account to 6 figures. Okay, when I started my account 2 years ago with 25,000, trust me, I could have went ahead and tried to flip that and double that account, make 20K on a trade. I could have went for that, but that is not sustainable. Okay, you need to have a risk plan. You need to, before you even open an account, the most important thing you could do is take out a notebook, and I want you guys to write down, how much are you gonna risk per trade? What strategy are you gonna use? What is your risk to reward ratio is gonna be? Will you stay patient? What are the market factors that your strategy is going to perform best in? These are questions that are so crucial to ask yourself before you actually start trading live. So once you start trading live, you'll be ready. You'll be ahead of the game. You'll know what your purpose is when it comes to trading. However, if you run into the markets risking these crazy amounts, if you're risking 20, 30, 40% of trades, sometimes 50%, some new traders risk their whole accounts. Okay? Some new traders risk their whole accounts, and the emotions go so much into these trades that isn't sustainable. So once you're in a big drawdown like this here, and your account's back in like a half of the amount it was at one time, that's when emotions come into play. So now you're revenge trading. Now you're trying to get back at the markets. Now you're entering things that you normally wouldn't. Compared to when you're on a long term, you got the long-term mindset, you realize that trading is a marathon, and you're risking only 2%. You're waiting for your rules to be met, and at that point, it's just repetition. It's allowing your strategy to play out. It may take longer. Me personally, I've been in the game for 4 years. My first year or so of trading, first maybe 1 or 2 years, my whole problem was risk management. I was coming into the game, and I was trying to flip accounts. I was using this method here, risking insane amounts, putting too much capital on the line, risking money that I wasn't willing to lose, that I knew I had an emotional attachment to where my trading wouldn't be efficient after these big losses. Okay, this was my first couple years of trading. However, once I got out of this mindset and went into the long-term account growth plan, and I started risking less, I started planning better, I started being more patient, I realized that this was the way to go. And of course, I didn't see results overnight. I didn't see results overnight. My first couple of trades, I was making 3 to 5% with like $800 accounts, $1,000 accounts. That's like $10, $15. You know what I mean? 30, 40, $50 a trade. But the thing is, if you keep this growth up and you keep it sustainable, okay? If you keep it sustainable, then that is how success is made in the markets. You just have to stick to the plan. You have to understand that nothing worthwhile is going to happen overnight. It's going to be times where you may really, really want to enter a trade, but you need to hold off on it and say, okay, my strategy isn't met right now. I'm going to wait for the right opportunity. I know that more opportunities are coming. Okay. I seen a quote about Forex, and someone said, maybe not just Forex, it could be trading in general. And the quote said, you could never guarantee if you're going to profit. You can never guarantee if you're going to lose. One thing you can guarantee is that more setups will be here tomorrow for you to look at. So never rush a trade. Okay, guys, that's all I got for y'all this video. This is the right mindset to have when it comes to Forex trading. Focus on the long term. Focus on an account growth. Okay. Focus on building it. Focus on sustaining it. Lay a brick every day. Every time you win a trade, you're laying that brick. Okay, don't try and build a wall as soon as possible. This is the route of building a wall, and eventually that wall tends to crash for 90+% of new traders. I'm sure you guys have heard the statistic. It's pretty discouraging, but when you think about the habits that the 90%, most beginners are taking when it comes to trading, when you see how a lot of them tend to trade, they tend to risk a lot, you realize that maybe the odds aren't stacked against you that much. You just have to take the right approach to it. Okay, the market takes money from the impatient and rewards the patient. That is literally how this works. Every time you win a trade, someone else is losing. So being that you were the patient when you ended up winning the trade, the impatient lost the money. That's pretty much how the market works. It's a cold game, man. You got to focus on that long term. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. It's been your boy BG. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Comment any future videos you guys would like to see. I'm going to be uploading daily on this channel. Make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to do that. Let's try and smash 50 likes on this video. If you watched to this point in the video, super proud of you. Keep it up. That's how I know you're serious about it. You're watching to the end of these videos. That's how I know you're willing to improve. So I got other videos as well. We got identifying market structure, strategy videos, in-depth analysis, stuff like that. So make sure you guys go watch that as well. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video up. I hope you all have a blessed, great rest of your day. It's been alright, guys. Real quick, one thing that I forgot to cover in the video about risk to reward ratios is when you're in a trade. Let's just say you take a trade and your goal is to make $100 off the trade, and the most you're willing to lose is 30. So something that I've realized that I see a lot of new traders do, and something that I actually did myself when I first started out trading, was instead of letting my trade go to 30 and close out, I would continue to let the trade run, and instead of closing it, I would just watch the trade go into negatives with the hopes that for some reason it would possibly go back into profits, when in reality it's not. One of the most crucial things to do when it comes to trading is stick to your plan. I cannot preach this enough. Before you attempt to deposit any money into a broker account, go ahead, take out a notebook. I got a notebook right here. Show you guys. I journal all my trades in this notebook. All of them. I journal all my trades. I write down my weaknesses. I reflect on how my trades go. And that's what allows you to grow as a trader. So next time you say, I'm gonna hop out this trade when I get to -30, or say you have your stop loss set. Say you have your stop loss set. Don't take your stop loss off and let price go with the hopes of it coming back. Go ahead, stick to your plan, and start looking at trading for the long term. These are what the gurus don't tell you. A lot of people flip accounts fast, but if you want to trade for a living, it does take time, and it's such a crucial thing to go ahead and grow your account over the long term. It's what I did. It's what most successful traders do, and it's a very common thing for new traders to come into the markets trying to flip fast money, when in reality the best approach is take it slow, find your plan, build your account up slowly. 2% risk at most. This is what I preach to my students who are in my full program. 2%, no more than that. The strategies we use are profitable. Your mindset's good. You combine that with good risk management, and you have success as a trader. And more than 90% of traders lose. So in order for you to separate yourself from that 10%, you just have to take a different approach. And it's simple as that. So one more thing I want to tell you guys, if you ended up watching to the end of this video, I just want to take this time to give you props, because if you watch this far, that is how I know you're serious about becoming a better trader. And being that you watched this far, if you didn't skip this far, okay, if you did watch this far, I just want to say I am doing a giveaway. In order to be entered in the giveaway, to get the reward, you have to watch this whole video. So if you got up to this point in the video, great for you. If you didn't watch the whole video yet and you skipped here, rewind back, watch the whole video, entire video, every second of it, leave a like and leave a comment of your Instagram username. Okay guys, what I'll do is I'll be picking one random person, I'll DM you on Instagram, and you'll be the winner of the giveaway. I'm be giving away money. It's gonna be straight PayPal. I'm PayPaling one person, but you gotta follow the rules. If you ain't watched the whole video, I'll be able to tell. Okay guys, without further ado, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all got some value from this. Alright guys, it's been your boy BG. I'm out. Peace.